What's up everyone? Welcome back. Wow, has it been a crazy week this week, guys. There have been so many new Switch games announced. Some of my favorites being One Piece Unlimited World Red Edition, which is basically just an upgraded version of the 2013 original, but you know, it's all switched out with split Joy-Con multiplayer, and it runs at full resolution too with 60 frames per second, which is a really nice touch. Now, Tiny Metal was also announced, which looks really cool in my opinion. It's essentially just an Advanced Wars-like RTS war game, but it's being developed by a team who, quote, dates back to the golden era of Japanese video games. So I'm really curious to see how that game is going to turn out, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. But of course, the big news this week was the huge ARMS Direct, and a little bit of Splatoon 2, of course. And I think that for the most part, this was what a lot of us were waiting for. It was the opportunity for Nintendo to prove to us that ARMS is worth $60, because I think up until now, a lot of us, you know, were a little concerned about how ARMS is content-wise. But from my actual hands-on time with ARMS, I can tell you right now that the gameplay is there. It's a really fun game to play. There's no question about that. But it's also not just a mindless arcade fighter. It has so much depth and customization in its gameplay. And now I'm hearing a lot of people say that they can't picture playing the game without motion controls. So that makes me even more interested in it to give them another shot when the game comes out instead of jumping straight into traditional controls. The new characters are also really interesting and I think pretty unique too. You know, the team that actually worked on Mario Kart had a lot to do with the development of ARMS? So you can really see a lot of similarities in its polish and design. Not that they aesthetically look too similar, but they take advantage of the same beautiful art style that makes games run and look beautiful even at 720p in handheld mode. I think my favorite new character is Kid Cobra. His fighting style looks really interesting and he just seems like he's gonna be able to hold his own in the ring if you know how to use him right. But I'm also really happy to see all the customization options that we're gonna have. We knew they'd be there, but we really didn't know to what extent. So I'm happy to see exactly how fleshed out it actually is. During the Direct, you know, Nintendo wasn't really too clear on if you could mix and match all of the arms between characters, but I guess they cleared all that up later, which, you know, you can, and that's awesome because I think that that's going to give us a lot of options in the end to play and experiment with. All of the new modes look really fun and interesting to me as well, and how they're going to be implemented online is really genius in my opinion. I really like the party system, and I really like that we'll be able to play with a bunch of people at once. But they're going to split us up into groups, and I think that that's going to be especially fun once voice chat is implemented sometime in the future. I seriously cannot wait to be dunked by Flubber. Also, we learned a lot of new information about Splatoon 2's single player, which looks to be a lot bigger than the original Splatoon 2's campaign. But honestly, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't a little disappointed in what we were actually getting out of it. Not that I think that it looks bad by any means. Look, let me start out by saying that I think that it's probably going to be a lot of fun and probably pretty lengthy, but I don't think that it's as fleshed out of a single player as Nintendo is really capable of making. I mean, these are the people who are responsible for creating some of the greatest single player games of all time. But with Splatoon 2, we're basically getting what looks like a rushed, take it or leave it type of single player experience in a primarily multiplayer type based game. The only reason I'm a little disappointed in this whole thing is just because I'm so interested in Splatoon's world. I think that that is such a big opportunity for Nintendo to sort of explore and expand on. Imagine an open world Splatoon game that looks like Jet Grind Radio but plays like GTA. I think that would be massive, and I think that Nintendo can totally bring us a fun, lighthearted, but deep game just like that. But of course, I'm always interested to hear what you guys think. I mean, what do you think about Splatoon 2 single player, and what sort of a Splatoon 2 single player would you like to see in the future? And also, how did you feel about the Direct for ARMS? Are you now convinced about it? Do you think that it's worth $60? Join me in the comments and let me know. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like it and subscribe for more Switch videos just like this one. Thanks, and have a great day.